Today we are drawing Giulia from Lucas. They're all my favorite character, but you gotta love her. She's kind of quirky. Anyways, we're gonna get started. On this one, I just made my paper. I just cut off the top and made it into a square. Sometimes I like to do this. Mix it up a little bit, make it a full picture. So you can do the whole picture, or you can just make yours on your page without a box. So I'm gonna start with the middle. I'm gonna start with the water line. So I'm gonna go right in the middle. You're just gonna go across and make kind of like a U. So now you have your U shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now this is the center, but off to the center, we're gonna be making her mask. That's where it's all gonna go from. So we are gonna start with the center mask, the center orange part of the mask. So you're gonna be making kind of like an oval. Got a little lumpy right here, that's okay. So we'll be making 3 ovals. So now we're gonna parallel and make another oval. And then now we're gonna make our 3rd oval. So this one's gonna be orange and this is gray. Okay, so now you should have 3 ovals and then the water line's gonna go through. So now we can put the eyes in. So the first eye, it's right along this edge here. Make a big circle. And then in that circle, you're gonna make another circle where her color is gonna be. And in that circle, we're gonna be making a shiny and then a pupil. And then we will be sharpening that in, okay? So on this side, we are going to be making another oval. It's going to go into the water line. And then this eye is going to look more over to this side. So it's going to be touching the side of your eye. All right, and then it's got the shiny and the pupil. So when you do Sharpie it, we are going to be sharpening it extra thick on the top to make it indicate there's lashes there. So when you do it, we're gonna make it extra thick on the top. So in that line, it's gonna be the side of her mask. So from this side, we're just gonna be cutting this off. That's where her face is, inside her mask. And then her eyebrows are just gonna be popping out a little bit at the top here. But we're not gonna see much of them because they're under the mask. And then her nose is under the mask. Okay, so now what we're gonna do on the very top of this is where part of her mask is. So it's gonna be, it's almost like you're making a tent, except for we're leaving a space in there. And then this is the connecting the top. There's a line across. And then you're gonna put 2 egg ovals on either side. Okay? Great job. And her bangs, like look at those. Aren't those just awesome? So we are gonna be making a big set of bangs here. And then she has 1 layer, and then we have another layer. And then she's got 1 more on top. So what I'm gonna end up doing with my Sharpie is just making it so it looks like there's hair. So you guys can make some close together, some farther apart. And if you need to pause it and catch up, just pause the video and then come back and we will finish it up. Because I'm doing it quicker, but you can pause it anytime. I also have some interesting facts, which is awesome. But I'll get to that when I color. So if you stay tuned, and I can show you how I colored it, I'll also have some fun facts. So I'm gonna make some go some different directions. All right, so she has a mask on. So right below, between the 2 eyes, under here, pretend like you're just putting a little smile. Dun, 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 dun. But it's actually her mask. So we're gonna be putting it, this mask is coming out of her mouth. Okay, she's holding it in there. You might want a ruler for this next part. I used a ruler. So this is the mask coming out of her mouth. And then it comes up a little bit where it's going over the tube. And inside here, I made it look shiny. So I'm gonna Sharpie the whole thing, but not this part. And then you could put like a a little shiny in there. So Sharpie that whole thing when you Sharpie to make it black. All right, so on the side of her head is the clasp of her mask, the adjustable section. So it's almost like you're gonna be doing a rectangle and then you're gonna parallel that. And this is the mask that's, the strap that's coming out holding it in. So somehow we have to connect this to that. So I would use a ruler. I got one, a little ranchy, but that's okay. So you want this right, it's going right along the side. So it's gonna come down, jump over, and jump down. Don't have it go all the way. And then do it again. So that's her mask that she's sucking on. Rounding on the top to make it look rounded, and then we're gonna round here because this is gonna be a blue-green and that's orange. So now we can take this and we're gonna connect it. Super job. All right, so we're gonna do her hat. I'm gonna show you how that's done. So across the top, right by her bangs, this are little, in Canada they call these toques, or they're snow caps or beanies. They got lots of names for these puppies. And she has a little piece coming over there. So to make it look knitted, what I do is I just make some lines coming down. And this just indicates that it's knitted. So you don't have to like put designs on the whole hat, but it looks knitted. And then when I color it, I'm gonna color it dark in between. So you can make these every so often along here. So it looks like it's a knitted cap. And then you can make some up here because this is knitted too. That's how I do that one. Great job. Okay, so now she's got her knitted cap. So now we need to put her mouth in there. So this is kind of suctioning in, but coming out a little farther than this, we are gonna make the bottom of her head. And then her cute ears are gonna be sticking out from there. There's one ear. So we're gonna pretend this is going all the way over, and then she's got an ear sticking out that side. And then when you color, we're gonna put a couple freckles on, but we don't wanna do that right now. Okay, so now let's put her neck coming down. So coming down here, we've got one part of the neck, two parts, and she's wearing a tank top. So we're gonna put the tank top, but she's looking sideways. The tank top's gonna look like that. And then now this is the side of her sleeve. And then you can make the tank top come out and down. So we could finish off putting the arm in there. And this is indication that there is an arm. And I'm just showing you there's just a little piece of the arm over there. All right, she's looking cute. All right, so what I did was I put poofy clouds in there. You can do that if you want. Oops, moving the paper. Put a couple of fun clouds in there. I'm putting a little one right here. All right, so now for the fantastic hair. Coming out right here on this corner, we are going to make, it's gonna look like clouds also, but it's gonna go off the page. And then underneath where her chin is, then you can go across here and make a scalloped edge and make it go across the page. So this one's gonna go connecting here. And then right from where this is, it's gonna come down. So she has very intricate details in her hair. So what I did to make it simplified is I just made swirls. So you can make your swirls wherever you want. Make it coming off the page here. So just to show she's got curly, fun hair. So you can put those, well, I might even put a small one right here. Bloop, cute. So do the same thing on this side. Sometimes I make them go right off of the curls. So I'll make this one go right off the curls. Or just right here in the middle. Okay, so now we are ready to Sharpie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Sharpie the whole thing in ultra fine Sharpie, and then I'm going to go around the outside and in the mask and do the fine Sharpie. So let's get going and stay tuned because I'm gonna show you how to color this and I've got some fun facts, okay? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it thicker along her lash line. Okay, now I'm just gonna get the fine Sharpie and I am going to make the waterline thick inside here and then outline everything, okay? Let's do it. Oh, and also Sharpie in here. So now get your eraser and erase your pencil lines. We are now going to get started on our girl. So I always like to start with the eyes. So I'm going to start with just brown. So we're going to start at the top. You're going to press down harder and just go around the outside. Do the same thing on this one. You know what? Should we do all of her? Why not? We're just doing it all. We're just gonna get it all done. Okay, so I'm pressing down harder, and then I'm gonna come in with the light brown and color it in more. The light brown has more of a red hue to it. So do the same thing on here. We're actually gonna put a touch of red in there too because kind of goes with her hair. And then we are going to put, make this go all the way down. Touch of red, just a touch. Just a little bit of red in there. Not much, just a little. And then the rest is going to be yellow. So now we're gonna color this all in, the rest of it yellow. I did go over it, I think, with a little light brown, just on top of the yellow, just a little bit. So the yellow wasn't too overbearing. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get gray, and now we're gonna make it look like it has like a shiny. So you're lightly gonna color in along the edge and then a little bit in the middle. And you can even do a little on the top if you want. Okay? Kind of makes it look like her eyes are wet and shiny, which is everybody has water in their eyes. So, okay, just a little bit in the top. So that's done. And then the outside, we already have gray, so we might as well do it. We're gonna color in the outside of the mask gray. I'm gonna go along the edge a little harder, and then I'm gonna go lighter as I go out. Go harder along here, and lighter out. Okay, looking good. And then now we are going to do the skin color. So I used, in my batch of 24, it's peach, but you might have skin color. So all of her skin is just, you're going to put it generic all the way through skin color. So what do we know about Giulia? Did I say Jillian? Giulia. Okay, the voice of Giulia is played by, her name is Emma Berman. She is very, very talented. She started voice acting and acting when she was 8 years old. And she is now, how old is she? She's only 12. And she's already this talented. And she lives in San Francisco, California. That's where she is from. She's also done like voiceovers on like Leapfrog computer games. And so she is only 12. She's got a huge career ahead of her. She's just only begun. I can't even imagine. Very impressive. Okay, so I'm just doing, and then don't forget her neck and her arms. So now you want to go in with this, and now we're going to go around the outside a little harder. We'll do more with the tan, but this. And then around her eye here, because we want it to look like a shadow over here. So the film Luca is representing or takes place in like an Italian Riviera with a gorgeous seaside. It's just lovely. If it was real, I'd want to go there. Right. Okay, so underneath here, go under here darker and around anywhere you have Sharpie, you want to make darker. And especially inside the ears and then around the ears too. Under her chin. Okay, so what you're gonna do now, well, let's even it out. So just put a little bit more color in here. Even though she's a redhead, she's in the sun a lot, so we're gonna get more color. Okay, so now you wanna take your tan, and this is when you're gonna go around the eyes, for sure, on both sides, and around the Sharpie harder. And then as you're coming out, just blend out, just get lighter and lighter. And then underneath, so it looks like there's shadow in there. And then around this eye too. What you do one, you do both. So for this one's gonna have a little bit more because we want it to look like a chin shadow, okay? And then underneath her mask, you want to do under here. And then in her ears, along her chin, and then under her chin, we're going to press down really hard because we want it to be a nice shadow under there. And around her neck here. All right, we're gonna go along the mask over here. And one thing I always love doing, if I can get away with it, is giving it cheeks. So I'm just gonna go one way, the opposite way, and then I'm gonna go in the middle. So do the same thing on this side. One way, the opposite way, and in the middle. Excellent. So I think we are done with the pink. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, so what we're going to do, so you can, oh, let's just do the orange while we're at it. So inside of here is her mask, and it's just orange in here. So color that orange. Now down on here, it's supposed to be under the water. I didn't color it as hard, so I kind of made the gray a little too hard. But this needs to be a little lighter because it's gonna look like it's distorted because it's underwater. So we're gonna make this lighter down here. Still wanna color it in, just not so much. Maybe along the edge, but okay. And it looks like I went along the sides here, push down a little harder. Along the edge. She's looking cute. Cute, cute. And what else is orange? This is orange. So we're gonna go along the side here. So to make it look three-dimensional, you press harder along the side, and as you come in, you press lighter. So harder along the side, and as you come in, lighter, to give it that 3D look that it's a tube. You do that all the way down. So even down here, harder on the sides. As you come in, go lighter, harder. I gotta turn the corner. So what else do we know? Pixar is known for their amazing details and imaginative character design. I mean, I don't know. I love Pixar. Someday I'd like to go visit their place. I don't know if they give tours, but that would be so awesome. I do not live in California anymore, so I couldn't go get a job there, but that would actually be really cool to work there. All right, so we have her tube. What else is orange? I think that's all that's orange. We're done with the orange. So what we're gonna do now is her, should we do her amazing red hair? Why not? Okay, so you wanna get red, and her eyebrows are red. I think I put a touch of light brown in there too, but we'll start with that. And her hair is red. So we're just gonna go over all of her hair, one color, and then we'll come in with the more details of making things darker. To color all of her hair red. If you want to put a little orange in that hair, you can, because usually redheads are not pure red. They might have a tinge of orange or brown, which we'll put in there too. Oh, I see where I forgot some gray on the top of the mask. So we're gonna color this all one color and all of her hair out here. One color, red. Oh, also, so Pixar likes to put some of their other movies in their newer movies. So if you look carefully, you'll be able to see characters or items from other movies into it. So you guys know the Pixar ball. It is the famous round ball that is yellow, red, and blue. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch Luca, because they say that there's a ball on the rooftop right before the race begins, the bike race. So I'm gonna have to go check that out. And also they said, I read that the Pizza Planet truck, it is actually parked in the story. It's like a cameo parking, it's just parked. So keep your eyes open, see what you can find. They love doing that, that is awesome. So I'm gonna have to go watch it one more time so I can find it. Maybe you'll find, hey, if you find other things, let me know what you find in there. Or let me know if you found it. I mean, I have to go and look for it. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. But that's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. All right, she's almost done with her red. And of course, this doesn't look the same as this. So what you're gonna do is you're going to now take the red, you're gonna press hard and go along all where the Sharpie is or any Sharpie lines. So you do that on all of it. And I did put a little bit of brown in there, but we'll get to that. Excellent. So I want you to do this in all of them. And I think I'm gonna go in with some orange. And I'm gonna do an underlay of orange just to warm it up. Do you see I'm putting a little orange in there? Oh yeah, baby. That's gonna look good. That gives it a little oomph. And then come in here with the brown, this regular brown. Yep. And especially along where the edge here to give it more of like a dark shadow underneath. And then just go up and lightly go up a little bit. So same thing over here. And then also along here. Okay, great job. So I want you to do that on here too. So we're gonna be taking our red and wherever there's Sharpie, you're gonna go over the Sharpie, press down hard, and also around here so it looks like it's a shadow underneath. So you're gonna do that on both sides. So go around all of your Sharpies, outside, inside, roundabout, woohoo! I had art camp this week. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so we had so much fun yesterday. We're drawing, we're painting a bear, and I love how everybody's different and unique. And then we go swimming and play games and have ice cream. Who doesn't think that's fun? Seriously, sounds like a perfect day to me. Yeah, sorry. I get a little wiped out, which is good, because you gotta play hard. See, look how cute that looks, okay? Oh, you know what I also want you to do on her is give her her freckles. You're gonna come in with her brown or light brown, and give her some freckles in here. Cute. That looks really cute. Okay, so now we are going to do, I'm gonna show you the blue line. So you're just going to take your regular blue. I want you to go along here. Yeah, we're going right over her. So it looks like she's in the water. Yep, we're going right over that. And then as you come down, you're gonna start fading out. But it's really dark along that line and then start fading out color. Okay, and I did not go all the way around her because I wanted it to kind of give it, so you're gonna fade in. So around it, try not to do too hard, but then down here, you can press down really hard so it looks like the depth of water. This can be hard, and then color this all in. As I'm coming up, I'm super, super, super hard down here. Color, 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 color. And as you come up, then it can get lighter until you get really close, and then don't color any in, so it kind of makes her pop out. So now it comes in, it's gonna get lighter and lighter, right along that edge. Okay? I have a couple of girls that watch in Canada, and they like to send me pictures that they've done, and they're so awesome. They're very talented up there. So they watch my videos. Curious to know, hey, if you want to tell me where you're from, let me know. Where in the world do you live? Okay, so as you come around here, you can just go a little bit lighter, a bit dark here. So you're gonna do that all the way down, and then here, get lighter. So this is the water I made the regular blue, and then you're gonna go over all of it, yes, all of it with just lightly blue to make it show that she's under the water. She's like, no, don't cover over her. Yeah, well, you kind of have to. All of it, so it looks like she's in the water. Okay. Then take light brown. I forgot inside here is light brown. And as you come out, you can press less. And what else we got going on? Oh, down here, for her shirt, I used aqua green. So you can find some like aqua turquoise down here. This is what her tank top is. And then I also did up here, put some aqua green in there, I believe. And I actually added even some more green to make it look more greenish. So go around wherever there is Sharpie, you can press harder. Okay, and here, remember before in the sides, press harder and then lighter in the middle. And then I actually went in and did some green on top of it. So if you want, you can take, this is yellow green. I'm just gonna put a little yellow green in there to match the movie. Okay, so for now, for her hat, I think I used, this is light blue. So you're gonna go along with Sharpie, press down a little harder, Go along the edge and press harder. Along the tube and in here. So how I did this is I'm gonna press harder along the middle, and then when I get to where the knitting is, I'm gonna go just lightly over it. So it looks like she's got a knitted hat. And the rest is gonna be light. Kind of gives it that little stitched look. Stitch it up. Okay, lightly. Looking good. So for the sky, I used actually sky blue. And just like you did down here, you want to press harder along up here. I'm pressing down really hard. And as you're getting closer and closer, you're going to do less and less. Okay? And I think you guys can get this. I put, those are gray. What else is gray? I put a little gray in there, did I? And then I forgot that's gray. But so press harder, and then also I think I went around the edge a little bit harder just to define it. So I hope you guys like Giulia, and anyways, I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. So we'll see ya.